So, what do you hope the research can catalyze for local women business owners?
Well, I think it's important as we look at the challenges that women in particular face to identify those barriers very clearly. And there are different barriers in Sri Lanka and Maldives, and just sort of taking Sri Lanka as maybe the example. Some of these barriers are very hard to overcome. And so developing strategies to address them is going to be key. It isn't as simple as just saying, well, we'll put more money out there so that women can get loans maybe to start a business, or we'll run a few training seminars. A lot of the barriers, particularly in Sri Lanka, are sociocultural. And they relate to perceptions of women in the workplace and what work women should do, and even how long they should participate in the workforce. So I think that until some of those barriers that relate a lot to unconscious bias, that relate a lot to sort of self-imposed norms, have a sustainable path to shift them, right? There's a plan and a strategy to shift them. It's going to be really difficult for women to push ahead at the rate we'd like to see. Even in Maldives, just thinking about the occupations that women are in, they're kind of traditional occupations for women. It's handicraft, it's teaching, it's food processing, it's housekeeping, it's that kind of work. It's shifting people's mindset about what women can and should be doing, and making sure that girls and women, as they're receiving education and training, have opportunities to choose the profession, the career of their choice. And at the end of the day, removing these barriers has to be about shifting the unconscious, but also maybe the conscious bias that exists. And so legal frameworks also have to be a part of the discussion. And that has to be an important part of the strategy. How do we tackle this unconscious thing? But how do we then deal with the legal frameworks that promote these sort of implicit or inherent sociocultural biases?